Hello, welcome back to part 2 of this video of Wonderland, where we are learning a chord melody. Hopefully up until this point you have spent some time with the twinkly chords and getting used to the chords up and down the fretboard, and by this point hopefully you're able to manoeuvre up and down and it's starting to click and it's starting to make a little bit more sense. What we're going to do today is we're going to take things a little bit further and we're going to look at adding in the melody notes. Now, in terms of learning chord melodies are very tricky to learn because you are doing two different roles at once. You're playing the rhythm, which is the strumming and the timing of the song, and then you're also adding in the melody, which tells the story of the song, and you're having to do those cohesively and make sense. So, what's going to happen is we are going to have a little recap of the chords that we've used before, and then we're going to have a look at adding in those melody notes. You can check out the music as well, and if you would like copies of the music as well as a full detailed breakdown of these lessons, then you can check out the TabShack on my BuyMeACoffee page, and it's £3 a month and you'll get all of my previous lessons and all of my future lessons too. So let's get started on step 2. So the first little thing that we do in this one, and that's your sleigh bells. We're doing a little slide and then we're going to jump into the F shape, so blah blah blah, and then are you, so we've got sleigh bells ring on the chord, are you, so just picking the bottom string, 3rd fret, and then strum, listening. So notice how the melody notes are pretty much all on the C note. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? So this time 3, 5, and then the C chord, light, snow is, and then C7, listening. So can you hear that the melody notes fall within the chords? So altogether you've got sleigh bells ring, 2, 3, are you listening? And the land, 2, 3, and 4 is listening. So many notes are down at this C. And then we've got beautiful, so again in the chord shape of C up here, beautiful sight, slide back, beautiful sight, and then the exact same thing here, happy to see 7, and then we're just going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, walking. So actually, we've already done most of this song because we've already got the chords in which some of the melody notes are embedded, and a lot of the notes that we're picking we're already in the chord shape for, so it actually makes this process a lot easier than what you've thought. So altogether, that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? And the light, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. And then you do the exact same for the repeat. Now the next section of this is your A in the middle, and that bit's a little bit trickier. It's a little bit more footery, as we say in Scotland, which means it's a little bit, I'm thinking of other Scottish words to explain footery. Footery is when something's quite tricky, it's quite intricate, and it's not as easy to manoeuvre. You really have to spend time on the details if it's footery. So this bit sounds like this. We've got in the meadow we can build a snowman. Now we strum A, and then we pick the 0 on the E string, still in the chord shape, and then we're going to play the 4th fret, the C sharp of the bottom string. And then D, we can build a, so it's strum, then it's the E, A string, and then the same again, strum, and then we start on the 4 this time, and lift it off. So again, staying within those shapes. And then again. Like that, and then we move up to the next bit. bit, which is your C, and in the C we've got, again making use of this pinky, so strum, 3, 7, 7, then slide, move the pinky up to 8, here, and then strum, and then we pick this note in the E string again, the C, and then we've got, so I'm going to strum, pick the bottom, and then the 7 on the E string, and then C, add the pinky, here. So again, this bit's a little bit trickier. If we go back to that C, so we're going strum, and then it's E, A, A. In fact, we do that for this whole section, strum. So I'm just saying the names of the strings, E, A, A. So strum, E, A, A, strum, E, A, A, strum, A, strum. And then we do it again. Strum, E, A, A, strum, E, A, A, strum, strum, E, A, A, strum, E, A, A. So actually, you're always picking the same 2 strings, it's just here that's moving. And again, you'll see there's lots of use of this pinky as well. And then we've got the C7, and then G, and then we go C, and then back to the beginning. And that's really it. So as you can tell, the main thing about this song is the fact that you're keeping your chords almost in the same place the full time, and you're utilising the pinky to play around the melody notes. This will be tricky at first if you've not built up strength here, but actually it's a really useful thing to do, because you will use your pinky numerous times in songs that are a little bit more intricate and complicated. Now, another thing about this song is you can add even more twinkle to it. Now, in fact, you can do this with all chord melodies. That's you've got the bass kind of chord, you've got the melody, but it still sounds quite empty. Hear the long gaps? Some people like to fill up that sound, so something like this. Now this is when things start to get a bit more complicated. What I've added in there are what I like to call filler notes. So for the first bit, what I'm doing is I'm adding extra notes that fit in with a count of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, based on the chord shape that I'm in. So we've got ba ba one, da da, so that gap. So da da 1, 2 and da 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 da. You can add in whatever you like, experiment, try things out, play around with the shape of the chord, and see if you can add in some different notes just to jazz it up a bit. However, in saying that, it's probably not a good step to do that straight away. You really want to be comfortable with the chords and the melody and how those sound together before adding in all of the extra filler notes. It is a step-by-step process. The chords, the melody, and then adding in the extra fancy stuff. But you really need to know your timing, know your rhythm to be able to do that efficiently and effectively. So anyway, I hope you've had fun with this one. If you haven't seen the video, you can check it out on my social media. I will also share it on YouTube Shorts. I'm just thinking I haven't done that yet. So if you're checking this video, check and see if it's on there too. And as I said, you'll also get access to it on my BuyMeACoffee page, where you'll get all of the lesson materials, and you'll be able to join the TabShack, and you'll get a whole detailed breakdown on how to approach this song. It's a nice Christmas song. It's one of my favourites. I love playing it. I think it sounds absolutely beautiful on the ukulele. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a very, very merry, happy festive season, and I will see you for the next video.